Yeah, hi, it's the 30th of August 2018, around 2:30 p.m. I guess it's fair to say we've always lived in a collage world of a kind. Yeah, by that I mean, our life and our minds, and our thinking and everything, it's made up by a splattering of largely visual experiences, I guess. Visual and verbal, of course, but a lot of it comes from some sort of interaction with a screen of some kind, TV, predominantly through most of my life. But we seem to have we've gone from that type of import into YouTube. I mean, let's face it, a lot of us watch and get most of our information and most of our most of our most of our media interaction from YouTube. And it's not something that we often talk about or think about, but I mean, it's really quite a massive change. Yeah, we've gone from this very, let's say, scripted, canned, organised, let's call it propaganda, when it comes to the news. And when it comes to entertainment, it's very polished, very slick, everything is done by professionals and what have you. And we go from there, for some reason, and you have to question this, why we've done it. But what's happened is we've moved from there to platforms like YouTube. And I mean, I'm anything but professional. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to improve things a bit now, but mainly because I actually just enjoy the exercise of improving things. I'm supposed to be down and out and what have you, and you know, and not actually, lifting myself up. So that's the reason I do it. But the whole thing is that people, often for no financial reward or any other thing than they just like doing it or what have you. Yeah, so we've gone from this world where it's all planned, all organised, all if you like, people are trying to control our minds. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Now I've got to ask myself, am I trying to control your mind? Yeah, probably in some ways I am. In some ways, I see myself as I didn't know why I started the channel really in the first place, other than I'd had enough of the other, where I was chatting before. But I suppose I'm trying to be an example for guys who are doing it a bit tough. Uh, just to be here and say, no, all right, I'm in much the same situation. Not as bad off as a lot of guys, but I'm down on my luck. Okay, I have no money, no family, no job, no business, no house, nothing. Okay, and I like just being here to sort of say, okay, well, this is me getting myself, lifting myself from by my bootstraps. Okay, but that's just me. That's just what I'm doing. Other guys will be trying, or other women too, I suppose, be trying to push a point or something. And really, yeah, I guess it's fair to say they are trying to influence your mind in some way. Uh, but I don't know. I'm not. Otherwise, it's just what are we doing here? It's that's sort of part of the process, isn't it? That I have views, ideas, or something, or I want to be something. At this end, like I guess it's fair to say I've lost everything, so I can probably still be an example to offer hope more than anything else. Yeah, I could sit here and talk about what's wrong with the world, and look at what it's done to me and play the victim and what have you. Or I could look at it and think, oh, well, let's just see what I can make of it from here. And you people can watch me. And look, that might inspire you, or it might give you a laugh, or whatever. I don't know, or it might be just sort of casual entertainment, casual amusement. Oh, yeah, what's he doing now? Yeah, so I don't know. I was talking to Griff the other night, and I made a comment about. I was talking about. I said something. I'm too uptight. People like this, in my situation, shouldn't be so uptight about it. You've got to have a more devil may care attitude. And he he wrote back, he said, I don't know how to respond to that. And I thought about it, I thought, well, yeah, fair enough. And it was the first time ever I realised, I thought, I see, I'm a writer underneath it all. Yeah, and so there are three parts of writing. You know, there's narration, story narration, there's dialogue, and there's also introspection. So you have some idea of what's going on in the the character's mind and what's motivating him or her. Okay, and I said, Griff, that was actually introspection. Yeah, I'm too uptight. I'm too tense about the whole thing. I have been the whole time. It's just I'm traumatised by the whole experience of trying to make it, in the whole world, in the world with without job security or any of the traditional things. I'm still uptight about it. Yeah, so he didn't respond. He's probably a bit bemused, I guess. But that's the type of mind you're watching at the moment. It's hardly the slick, polished performance, of a TV show or a sitcom or whatever, is it? Which I tired with years ago. I'd much rather deal with real people, dealing with real problems, and but that's just me. But this is the world we're in, or the world that we've chosen to go into. I think it's good, actually. I think it's. I don't know how many videos I watch on how to do stuff, and it's just one after the next. And I was thinking last night, you can't learn. It's not. People say I've got like learning or a love of learning or something. Yeah, you get to not learning. It's just, how do I do this? Yeah, you've got no interest in it anymore. It's just one thing, the next thing, and it's just whatever it is. Being okay. Oh, like if you want to add a payment gateway to your website, do you want just PayPal, or do you want the whole shebang and that sort of thing? Yeah, you can call it a whole learning curve, but I don't see it as a learning curve. I just sort of see it as a collage. I just watch all of these videos, and something will happen. To be honest, I'm really struggling to operate my new coffee machine. and my video editing software, and also do my web page at the same time. I mean, it's just, I've got three things. The coffee machine, I've had it for a week now, I think, or a few days. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think I think this cup might have been the first time I actually got it right, where I did everything. Like I didn't have it on clean. I had the spout aimed at the cup, and the water filled, and the power turned on. Yes. So the idea is you put it on and walk away, but every time I do, I come back and find that I've filled up my drip tray with milk or something because I forgot to get its little spout out. Yeah, great coffee machine. I really love it. Yeah, but it's just not that easy. And then yesterday, I finally got my video editing software to work. Sort of, yeah. But I laid down the background track and the text track over one of them. Yeah, but they didn't match up. So background stepped up. So I disappeared at the end of the movie and it kept going, oh, beauty, great, another hour and a half's work to put it all back together again. Yeah, it's just silly stuff like that. But yeah, it's. I suppose that it's. I love the world. This sort of collage world where I don't know what I'll be into next week. I've got absolutely no idea. I used to hate it. I wanted to know. But yeah, no, it's just who knows. And it's otherwise. I would just be like all the other people here, just drinking. That's all they do. They haven't got this. There's nothing for them to do. All they can do is look forward to having that drink of an afternoon. And I've basically given up drinking. But I don't know what it's like for younger people, but for an older person, and I'm not typical. That's what I said. Typically they just sit around and have drinks of an afternoon, and God, probably watch TV during the day, or God knows what they do. Yeah, but they're not inside, trying to work out what to do with a web page and how to get a download button on there. I know, I don't like that colour. No, that looks too old-fashioned. No, let's do it. Yeah, so it's a rapidly changing world. We often talk about socialism and all the negative aspects of life, but to be fair, this offers a huge amount of variety and scope. It's getting to the point now where it's much easier. Like in the early days, it was a pain because all the technology was new, computers weren't as powerful, things just didn't work. You didn't know what you were doing. But these days, the software is getting slicker and slicker. WordPress, for example, is just easy. Okay, the video editing softwares, like 10 years ago, I couldn't have. The computer would have taken 3 or 4 hours to process a video. Today it takes 20 minutes. A couple of years from now, it'll probably take 5 minutes. But it's getting easier, quicker, and that sort of thing. But we still seem to be focusing on the old world, I guess, is what I'm driving at. We're still, so caught up in that. And the excitement is in the new world, is in the what's happening here. All sorts of opportunity. It's just the world is your oyster in here. But anyway, that'll do from me today, and I'll talk to you later, just as soon as I figure out how. Oh, here we go. Yep, got it. Okay, bye.